Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your personalized reading for the week of April 25th to May 1st, 2022. This is a general reading, so take whatever resonates and leave behind for others what does not. To get a deeper dive into the week, be sure to check out your readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So in this first row here, we are going to look at the energy you're leaving. In the middle row, we're looking at the core vibe of the week. And in this last row, we're getting messages from your future self. And then we're going to pull some tarot cards to get substance to go along with them. So here in the energy you're leaving behind, you have this confidence card. You have Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Fool. So I'm going to go through each of these and then we'll do some interpretation and then further clarification. In the core vibe of the week, you have regeneration. You have Ten of Wands, Two of Wands, Seven of Swords. Interesting. Okay. And in this last row, you have wise leader. You are a beacon for others. That is a message from your future self. You have Nine of Wands, Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Okay. So, a lot of different energies going on here. I would say most of all, I'm drawn to the wands that you have that are kind of indicating your energy, and I'll get to it. How about I start over here again? All right. So with this confidence card, it's basically kind of asks the question of whether or not this confidence is true and that you're feeling good about what you've accomplished, and or if it's kind of a confidence because you feel like you need to prove something. So here with the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Fool, it seems like there was some type of victory. There's something going on in your environment where you were the center of attention and you got mad props. So here you had this sense of confidence. And here it's like the Two of Pentacles is being able to, take multiple factors, multiple requirements, and be able to juggle them so that you can, balance out your wants and needs, so that you can have fun and take care of responsibilities. And it's kind of like how well you can really go between different demands in life and like the flow of it. Is it a flow or is it like clunkiness? But it seems like here you were able to get into the flow. And this confidence, you have the Fool here. So the Fool is confident in not that they're going to reach a certain goal, but that they're just going to experience life and be true to themselves and kind of really follow their heart and co-create with spirit. So here, when we do the clarification, it'll be interesting to see, why it is you're leaving this confidence energy. But it could be because the core vibe of this week is regeneration. So this card is really a sense of, almost like the phoenix, that mythical bird that they die and kind of burst into flames, and they are reborn from their own ashes. So here, this regeneration card is really having you let go or to release whatever is not working for you, whatever burned off, and kind of giving yourself new room to grow, new room to breathe. And with this 10 of Wands, it seems like there might have been, you know, either more going on behind the scenes over here. Maybe more was required of you. Maybe you took on more responsibilities, like the Two of Pentacles here. You maybe weren't juggling them as well as you had been, and you started taking on way too much. But this kind of indicates that it leads to some type of burnout, and really kind of possibly even having you take a look at what it is you want to accomplish. Like, you've already had success here. And really, do you want to go back? Two of Wands is looking back. Do you want to go back to this in order to get this, victory, the burdens that you were carrying? Or do you want to possibly, try a different path? Try something where, the Seven of Swords, typically it can be seen as liar, stealer, cheater type of vibes. It also can be imposter syndrome. It also could be doing something when you're not sure if anyone else is paying attention, so that you can either, take a shortcut or have a different plan of action that is, perhaps um, not just unique, but maybe people haven't thought of, or even goes a different route than the planned route. So here, the regeneration, the core vibe of the week, is really to let go of whatever is burning you out, or at least have somebody help you. Ask for help, something along those lines. And then you have here in the message from your future self this wise leader, you are a beacon for others. So here, this person is holding like this, like, flaming wand, um, and was that a spear? Could be a wand spear. So it could be like combination of, a sword and a spear, like those two aces working together. But basically, you have the Nine of Wands over here, where it's like you are prepared. Like, this experience has prepared you to tackle whatever needs to be tackled. And it's almost as if you are being kind of called upon to share that with your friends, with your community, um, and show like a new way of, perhaps pursuing a career, pursuing a certain study, and even kind of recognizing your own value. So you can see here in this Page of Pentacles is staring at this pentacle, really studying it and looking at what kind of it can do, what its value is, what they can do to kind of grow it. So looks like whatever you're going through is, it's almost like it's a rebirth, but you're taking with it your experience. So let's pull out some clarifying cards. All right. So let's take a look at this Fool over here and the confidence energy you're leaving behind. You have the Page of Pentacles again. So here, it's almost as if whatever gave you this confidence, there was something else you were kind of dealing with that you really wanted to start anew. Maybe the Fool could be like, a move of some sort, perhaps moving careers, even moving locations entirely. And the Page of Pentacles, it's almost as if it's like studying a whole new landscape. So if it is that for those that perhaps started a new job and it was really more than you thought, that could explain why, you went from confident to like a newbie learning something, new experience, and then just all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but now dealing with way too much. So let's look at the Six of Wands over here. You have the Moon. So with this, it's almost as if your victory, whatever it was, that others really gave you props for, uh, it's almost as if you're not even quite sure how that happened. Perhaps it was something where you were really, the lack of clarity made you really work that much harder to figure out the path forward. And that is kind of what made you kind of come out of that being victorious. But that was just possibly like one, set of obstacles. So let's look at the Two of Pentacles. You have the Fool again. Wow. So yeah, it's almost as if this confidence that you had here stems from your ability to kind of maybe almost pull this Two of Pentacles. I'm thinking of like someone who like makes pizza dough and they kind of pull it apart, put it back together and pull it apart. And it's making me think of looking at a problem from like the big picture and then being able to focus in on like a small detail and like kind of go back and forth that way. So here, it could be that, really it was almost like beginner's luck in something. I know I've had jobs where it was just the case that when you started the job, you just happened to do very well. Um, it could be just, the excitement about something. Um, but soon that doing well, when you start taking on more responsibilities and more responsibilities, you can start just like not even knowing how to get out from under all your responsibilities. So let's look at this 10 of Wands here in the core vibe of the week, the regeneration. Because 10 of Wands indicates burnout, indicates like why it is you need to, do something differently. So you have the King of Cups here. here. So this could be like a mentor or a counselor, someone that um, you someone that you really trusted, who was perhaps like helping you um, take on not take on these things, but deal with these responsibilities that you had with your burdens, someone that you could talk to. And perhaps they helped you to see how you went from this confidence to really just burning out and really taking on too much. So, or um, if you have someone to talk to about that, during the week, then definitely do that. So, yeah, counselor, a parent, like a father figure, maybe even a grandpa, could even be, a significant other, someone who is um, like not going to just agree with you, not just going to make you feel better, who's confident in their own emotions, is able to, but is also like compassionate and cares about everyone's well being. And that type of person will really kind of help you in this process. So let's look at the Two of Wands. You have the Queen of Cups here. So here it also, you know, there's probably some of you that's like, King and Queen of Cups, that's great. That's about love. Yeah, it could be about love. I'm not necessarily feeling that it's about a romantic relationship. I'm almost, well, not for you. I'm almost thinking that this is like a parent, like parental figures, people that you trust, really kind of talking to you about what it is you've taken on, what it is you want for your future, and kind of um, they're really trying to be supportive emotionally. They might not be able to provide for you, like help you financially, but at least, care about you and your well-being. So that's the way that I see it. For those who are desperate to, not desperate, sorry, wrong word, that eager to have these be like the King of Cups and Queen of Cups, I'm not sure that you'd want it, considering like you got the Ten of Wands and Seven of Swords and like, burnout there. Maybe some of you are like, okay, some people this might be you a relationship, and King of Cups, they're, really possibly taking on too much. Queen of Cups wanting to kind of do something else. So it's not, I don't see it as uh, you, Leo, like your romantic relationship. I see it as people that surround you, uh, helping you helping you figure out how not to just burn yourself out and really do something that you want to accomplish in life. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. You have Knight of Wands, all this energy. So here is Knight of Wands. This is starting to get into more Leo-ish energy, um, more about adventure. So Seven of Swords, like I was saying, I'm not seeing it here in this situation as like the liar, stealer, cheater, but more as an innovative way to like approach something, um, or a new way, or having a very specific like plan to maneuver. And Knight of Wands is pretty much about action and moving and following their passion and desires. Seven of Swords is a little bit more calculated in how that approach happens. But here you've got 10 of Wands already kind of carrying on too much, and then this, there might be concern that again you're going to like almost burn out. So the Knights are associated with the element of fire, and so are Wands. So the Knight of Wands is just like nonstop burn here. And it could be like part of, that confidence um, that was over here. Maybe it's just like, you know, a way to come to manage it a little bit better so that you don't find yourself too overextended. So let's take a look at the Nine of Wands, where basically this experience has prepared you to be a leader of some sort. So you have the Justice card here. It's kind of like balancing out. It's like cause and effect. You had to do a lot of life experience, but now you know how to, spot potential dangers, you know how to protect yourself, you know how to put in that extra oomph when needed. You're still like managing that Two of Pentacles um, energy over here. So let's look at the Three of Cups, because it says you're going to be a beacon for others, and Three of Cups is all about celebrating your relationships, your friends, your family. And again, you're going to be a leader in this. These people here, along with, so here, this horse is kind of looking at the rider as if, yeah, you are all of that. And the entire community knows it. So definitely what you're experiencing is going to help you in the future, even though you are kind of burning out and looking for something else to do. So let's look at the Page of Pentacles, because we saw it before over here with the Two Fools, and here it is again. So let's take a look there. You have the Ten of Cups. So, for some of you, this could be just, I'm not seeing this as a love situation. I'm seeing this as your path, your life purpose path, your career, and you actually accomplishing the goals that you want to accomplish. So you have this like, new energy, allowing things to happen, not a lot of clarity, but just really ready to go. Like maybe you got a certain degree, you got a certain certificate, you got, you passed the bar exam, you got your medical license, whatever it is, and you were just like making things happen. But then things just really like started to weigh on you. And you really are, looking at like, is this the way I want to be? Do I want to do something different? Am I going to leave behind what I prepared for to try something else? And then kind of like, talking to other people about it and really seeing, where is it that you want to focus your energy, because you have this experience. You have the wisdom, the knowledge, the ability to see things objectively. You can find details. You're able to communicate with people. You are able to be victorious. You're able to, take on something new. And here, instead of the Ten of Wands, you've got the Ten of Cups. For some of you, you might be looking at a different approach to doing the same thing. And this time just being a little bit more of maybe not doing it yourself, but being a leader for others. You could be training others, giving courses, something where you've already used your experience and you are kind of an expert in that, a leader in that. Or you could have, this interaction with King of Cups, Queen of Cups here. That interaction could have sparked an interest in a new study, a new way to use your skills to, um, not be burnt out, to actually be happy and to really share that confidence and that victory with others. So it seems like a pretty good reading. Uh, this week is going to take a lot of energy out of you. Even though you've had a lot of energy before, it seems like it's really gonna kind of be the most impacting your ability to connect with your emotions. Maybe you've kind of numbed yourself so much by having to, you know, do the same thing. You see in the Ten of Wands, this person's not even, doesn't even have their head up. They can't even see straight. So it could be that here it has to kind of almost just burn you out so that you can refocus on what matters to you. And seems what matters to you is a sense of having, balance in your life and people that you care around you, and being happy yourself and sharing that happiness with those people around you. So I'm hoping this reading provides a helpful perspective of the week, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.